Being a comedian has certainly been a challenge over the course of this pandemic as live shows took a bit of a pause, but it has also made comedians step up their game and adapt. And Che Durena, for Che Durena, I should say, that has led to 5.7 million TikTok followers and touring, albeit mostly outside of Ontario, although there are some Ontario dates coming up. Che, good morning to you. It's great to see you again. You're on the JNT Comedy Tour, JNT standing for Jokes and Tokes. Right now you're in Alberta. I want to ask you what it's like to be back touring on the stage live again after so much inconsistency, and what has the reception been like?
It's been great. Our shows have been really fun. We have been on the road. I mean, we've been able to put some small tours together while COVID has been happening. This is our second time back in Alberta. And every show we do, people are just excited to be out. Everyone just wants to watch comedy because they've been stuck inside for so long. So we've been having, honestly, some of the best shows we've had.
Wow, that's awesome to hear. Che, so many people might not know, I used to do comedy, and Che, when I did do comedy, I would see that you're one of those comedians that religiously went out, got on stage at least 3-4 times a night, 6 to 7 nights a week. So when things shut down, how did you pivot and adapt and hone your skills without the actual stage time? Because we kind of need that to get feedback on whether or not a joke is working, right?
So it was hard when everything first shut down, because it was like, it was a massive part of my life, and then all of a sudden we couldn't do it anymore. So basically I pivoted to online content. I saw people were having a lot of success on TikTok. It was a platform that took a lot of low risk. You could create everything on your phone. You didn't need good editing skills. So I started putting a lot of my attention over there. Because that helped me continue my comedic voice. And I think in the long run, it forced me to use my sense of humor in a different medium, which made me a lot funnier. It made me define more what my sense of humor was. So when I got back to the stage, I actually felt like I had a way more defined sense of humor and understood how to translate my jokes to an audience better.
Wow, that's interesting. So I was just going to ask you if testing out your material on TikTok translates to the stage, because I know a lot of comedians say doing their virtual shows over Zoom, that's not exactly the same thing, but I'm glad you found that that was useful to you. Now, Che, you've done everything in Canada, JFL, SiriusXM, you've pretty much hit every single milestone for every Canadian comedian, but now you're moving to New York. And I must ask you why. Do you think that it's because Canada pretty much has a glass ceiling when it comes to live performers and stars?
Yeah, Canada's entertainment system isn't the strongest. There's not a lot of opportunity. Basically, once you get to a certain point, it kind of becomes the end. Like you get, like what we're doing for our tours, this has been like the most profitable things I've ever done in stand-up in Canada. And it's completely self-made. This wasn't from anything from the industry, from nothing anyone has given us. So if you want to stay in Canada, there's an opportunity to make like a decent living. But if you want to actually propel yourself to be like a great comedian, a great entertainer, Canada's just not the place to do it. We don't have the infrastructure here. We don't have the support here. And there's a lot of people who aren't really deserving of certain things that get stuff, and it gets frustrating.
Yeah. Okay, Che, remind us where we can catch your shows, because I know after Alberta, you're doing some shows in Ontario.
Yes. So we have our 3 biggest Ontario dates left. We're in Banff, Red Deer, and Calgary, and those still have some tickets left, but they're almost sold out. This is almost a completely sold out tour. And then we're going to be in Peterborough and Belleville in Ontario on the 11th and 12th, and we're going to be in Loretto on the 19th.
Okay, Che Durena, wish you good luck. I'm sure you're going to kill it in New York. Take care, and yeah, great chatting with you. See you.
Thank you so much, Jen. You have a good one.
You too.